Hello everyone. Today I will start launch DNS spoofing attack. I need a Kali machine. This Kali is configured. The network is configured on bridged mode. So first of all, I will get my IP address, which is 192.168.100.121. This is my IP address or the IP address of the attacker machine. And the first step in this attack, I will start Apache server. So I will type sudo service apache 2 start, and after that I will open the victim machine. The victim machine here is Ubuntu, so I will open the other machine. And so I will get the IP address of this machine as the first step. Here the IP address is 192.168.100.120, and the second step, after I open Apache server from attacker machine, I will open the browser from the victim machine, and I will type the IP address of the attacker machine, which is 192.168.100.121. So after I open the Apache server, I will go to the index.html, but first I want to know what are the HTML files there. So I will type cd var www.html, change directory to this, and I will list the files there. After that, I will move to the index old HTML. So do move index HTML to index old HTML. After that, I will go to the index.html and change on it by typing sudo vi index.html modify, and I will type anything that I wanted to live in the page of the victim in the victim side or in the client side. So I will type in bold. I'll type, for example, hello. Address of our website. So this statement will appear at the victim side. After I quit the index HTML from and after I modified, by using we can do the DNS spoofing by using a TrueCap. So we just need to modify on the attacker machine in two files of the ethercap, which is etherconf and ether.dns, um, to get all the requests from the victim machine to legitimate websites um, forwarded to or getting a replace with the IP address of the attacker machine. And we'll start doing this by typing sudo su. So first we'll change the directory to ethercap. So we will change these two files, ether.conf and ether.dns. vi to change this file. So first I'll start change the configuration file. So I will change the directory to etc ethercap, and I will list all the files inside this directory, which is consists of ether.conf and ether.dns. I'll start modify ether.conf, and after I open the configuration file ether.conf, and I will change this ECU ID and ECG ID to 0. So we'll open conf.dns and we'll modify on it. So from the DNS file, I will change, I will add this DNS. And I mapped it with the attacker machine, attacker's machine IP. Now I'll save it. So now from the victim machine, before enabling or activate ethercap, I will go to the victim machine to see the normal operation before using ethercap. Okay, develop train, just come. So this is the website, and now I will start using ethercap from the attacker machine. So from spoofing, sniffing and spoofing tools, we'll open ethercap. I'll go to hosts, scan for hosts. host list. So the IP address of my machine is 119. And the default gateway as target 2. My victim machine as target 1, and the gateway is the target 2. So after selecting the target, now we will deploy our countermeasure, which is we can deploy ARP static ARP table, because ARP poisoning is one of the attacks in this homework. But one of the possible countermeasures also is to enable the firewall. But now, because we use ARP poisoning, so we will deploy the countermeasure of static ARP table as part of this homework. So because ARP poisoning is one of the attacks in the DNS spoofing, so static ARP table is one of the possible countermeasures that can be used to mitigate DNS spoofing attack. We can or the idea of the ARP, the static ARP table, is to setting up a host with predefined MAC addresses. So there will be a list of the IP addresses of the hosts and MAC addresses of it, and it will be fixed and not changed. Let us start the static ARP table by typing in our victim machine. We can type this command arp-a to see our ARP table. As we see here, we have this gateway, and we have this IP for a gateway 192.168.101, and this is the MAC address of our gateway, and this is the IP address of the attacker machine, and this is the MAC address of that's mapped to our attacker machine. So okay, now I'm finished and done with the static ARP table countermeasure. I just type sudo arp-s, and I type my entry, which is the MAC address of the attacker machine 192.168.100.123, and the MAC address of the attacker machine, which is 0800. So this is the IP address and MAC address of the attacker machine. So once I type arp-a, we will see that the attacker machine is mapped to the MAC address of the attacker machine. And this is the gateway IP address and the MAC address of the same gateway. So now what we will do is to relaunch the attack after deploying the countermeasure. This is our gateway. You'll add it as target 1. Sorry, this is the victim machine, and this is our gateway, and we'll add it as target 2. And we'll start our poisoning, and we'll go to the plugins to add the DNS spoof plugin. So after that, I will go to the victim machine. I will open the browser and type the same DNS. So we'll see that our countermeasure static ARP is work successfully, and we cannot do DNS spoofing after deploying our countermeasure.